Let's get more analysis of the situation and bring in Larry Sabato, joining us from the University of Virginia in Charlottesville. Larry, always a pleasure to have you here on France 24. Can we talk about the appointments that have been made so far, in particular that appointment of Elon Musk to the Department of Government Efficiency? What's your take on that?
Well, my take on it is that Elon Musk gave somewhere in the neighborhood of $100 million to Donald Trump's campaign, both directly to his campaign and indirectly through other PACs and activities. So you'd better believe that he has the run of Mar-a-Lago just as he'll have the run of the White House. Now, he's been appointed to the Department of Government Efficiency. There is no such department. You need legislation to have a department. There is no such department. There won't be, because if Elon Musk formally joins the government, he'll have to release all the information about his finances and a lot of other things too. He's not about to do that. He's there for influence, and he's already made billions more just through his association with the president-elect. So it's paid off big for Trump and Elon Musk.
Do the words conflict of interest come into play?
Conflict of interest. It used to mean something. It used to be important. It is not anymore, because that is one of the conventions, one of the traditions that Donald Trump has exploded. In his first term, his own daughter and son-in-law, Ivanka Trump, and her husband, clearly had conflicts of interest with many of their activities in the White House and around the world. Didn't mean a thing. They were never prosecuted. And of course, now Donald Trump, who was being prosecuted for very serious crimes, like trying to organize a coup d'etat on January 6th, all of that has gone to ground.
So in terms of what we're seeing, Larry, is it very much going to be an administration constructed on grace and favor?
This is an administration composed of loyalists, or as one person suggested, fealty rather than just loyalty. When Donald Trump tells his new cabinet members, with the possible exception of Elon Musk, to jump, they will all ask, how high? They won't question why they're jumping or whether it's a wise thing to jump. These are people who are completely loyal to whatever Donald Trump asks. And you might say, well, that's the norm. Yeah, it's the norm. But you see, cabinet officers, just like generals and soldiers, are supposed to say no when they're asked to do something illegal. So we'll see. We'll see whether conflict of interest plays any role at all, or whether it has any meaning anymore in American life.
Larry, staying with Musk, is there a possibility here that perhaps he has more power in the broader sense than Trump actually has?
Well, he's worth a lot more, and we know that Donald Trump probably respects wealth more than anything else, except how you come across on television. So it's possible that Elon Musk has more power, and certainly he's going to have a lot more money. And many of his outside activities, his industries, depend on government money, and he's going to have more of that. So, yeah, he's a big winner from the election. He's not as big a winner as Donald Trump, who gets 4 years of the presidential power. And of course, as he said many times while he was running, the ability to seek revenge and retribution.
Larry, do you mind if I ask you a question on foreign policy? Because obviously we'll be going into issues regarding Ukraine and the war in the Middle East as we go through the program. In terms of what happens for Ukraine, how do you see that panning out?
Trump promised repeatedly that he would solve that war in one day. He's also talked about solving the Middle East situation in one day. It's going to be a busy first day. There are many other things that he's promised to do on day one. What does it mean? The assumption is that Trump has a very jolly relationship with Vladimir Putin. We shall see, but it's very clear, compared to, say, Joe Biden and to other senior American leaders in both parties, Donald Trump is more favorable to the Russian position than the Ukrainian position. Now, in the Middle East, it's very clear where he stands. He is 100% with Israel and Netanyahu, very much wanted Trump to defeat Joe Biden's vice president.
Founder of the Centre for Politics at the University of Virginia, joining us from Charlottesville. Larry, thank you very much indeed. Larry Sabato, thank you for your analysis. We always appreciate your time, sir, here in France 24. Thank you very much indeed.